What's up, guys? I'm Tara with Tara Simon Studios, and today is my Led Zeppelin reaction debut. Can't believe it's taken me this long, but better late than never. This is my very first time listening to this. I promise I've waited for you, so let's listen together. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, I have to say don't really know what's going on here. I totally expected what I heard at the very beginning, you know, crazy guitar licks. But then he went into what sounds like blues, like very bluesy. You got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 going on. You got the call and response. Da 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 right there. I didn't think Led Zeppelin was bluesy. But I'm here for it. Woo! Fire. Man, he makes that sing. Great slide. Like, how crazy would it be for a vocalist to try to learn what he's doing on the guitar right now? That would take a long time. Yes. All that pitching. We've got to listen to that note again. That beginning note was insane. Okay, he literally started on an entire note down, then the note that he was really supposed to hit. That is a full note slide. Now he's got this amazing grit and gravel in his voice, this which is really, it's not my thing. I can do it, but it costs me a lot of vocal dollars. You've got this fry going on in the larynx, and you can hear him kind of going back and forth between it really, really quickly. Listen here. Gravel, straight gravel, straight gravel. And then he does this little like this little cry up at the top there, which is a change real fast between chest and head voice. What amazing texture in his voice, though.
7 to 11.
To 11.
Oh yeah, really makes a lot of drag.
Oh my gosh. Da da da. Da da da. That's so almost R&B there. Blues too.
I know that ain't right.
I know that ain't right.
The best of food.
What did she just? What the best? What was that? We're gonna listen to that again. This is like a vocal masterclass right now.
The best of food.
So much syncopation and actually rhythmical genius in that. It's almost like, I think, 30-second notes there, and then the best, pushing.
Oh, yes, but I did what I could. Yes, I did.
Yes, I did.
Oh, I love you more. Yes, I love you, baby. Oh, I love you. Oh, I love you. Oh, yeah.
Woo!
Oh, baby, since I've been loving you.
Robert Plant is the singer, by the way.
I'm about to lose my worried mind. Oh, don't
Meow.
Everybody trying to tell it. Oh.
You hear how it's so improvisational sounding, and actually doing a little bit of research on them, I have read that really they've never performed a song the same way twice in a live concert, which I so appreciate. Like, that's true musicianship, and I love how really so far, at least in this song, it seems like Robert on vocals, Jimmy on guitar, and John Paul on the keys are just different limbs of the same body. You know, they play in such succinctness with one another that their improvisational capability during live shows is kind of like second nature. Whereas a lot of other bands, they have to stick to a click or stick to what's been rehearsed, like to the T, to keep it tight and to keep it professional sounding. But true musicianship, I believe, and I find, and this is a perfect case in point, is when you're so good that you can bend and break the rules and bend and break the form of the song even.
But I tried. Oh, I tried to do the best I could. I've been working myself.
Listen to the guitar in the back, like echoing him.
Baby, love him every night. Yells of the drag, woman of drag, my ears are drag.
Okay, so as you can tell, when his voice starts to get more intense, do you see what his body does? So he was just chilling, right? And the mic was in front of him. And then when he gets to start going again, end of the day, you see he grabs a hold of that mic and he starts to use that crunching motion to support the sound. And it builds intensity. It builds this this tension, right? Even energetically, you don't just hear it, you feel it and see it. Sweet mama.
I don't think that's right. Oh, baby, since I've been loving you,
Dang.
I'm about to lose my worried mind. Oh, don't make me lose it.
He repeated that 4 times, which is so cool. So if you guys are interested in learning how to improvise, something that you can practice at home is the recapitulation of different phrasing, different melodic lines, different words. Don't make me, right? You can even, if you're starting to do that many repeats, you can start ahead of the regular downbeat that you would normally start at. It gives this beautiful kind of overarching sense of freedom within the melodic line. And anything that's important lyrically is worth saying again. So it also brings emphasis lyrically on something that you're trying to get across to your listener. So John Paul is actually playing the keys, but he's also playing the bass line with his foot pedal as he's playing the keys. It's very impressive. Man. And he's kind of doing the same thing there. You can hear him, he's repeating these doubles of his notes as he's going down this big long run, which makes it sound so complicated. But if you really listen to that again, not like he's not amazing, but that's an interesting way of kind of doubling up the notes to add busyness. Here. Right there. Woo! I love how he went, no, so good. They're so in the pocket with one another. Oh my gosh. You can hear those cymbals really crashing down and adding fullness underneath Jimmy as he's playing this amazing long guitar section that's so masterfully done. I mean, and you can hear the band is so in the pocket, so succinct, and they're improvising. Like this isn't, you're not gonna hear the same way in this section another time. It's so good. And I love, do you see in the background? I love how Robert is like Captain Morganing it out. Check it out. Right there, look at him. Just chilling. Yes. So in the zone. Woo! Making it sing. What was that? We gotta listen to that again. Wow. He just went through head, and chest in one breath. So I'm going to break that down for you because that's too good to miss. Head, chest, head, chest. And then he did 2 breaks, crying, oh, at the end. Now, what's so cool about that is that it was all in one breath. So for you singers who are watching this, you know how difficult it is to registerically change without taking a breath. But what he did is he capitalized on the closed mouth vowel of the oo, on whoo. It's almost like they're non-notes too. Like it's not quite on pitch, but it's bent in a really good bluesy way. You've got the whoo, that's capitalizing on that closed mouth vowel on the who. But then when he goes to the yeah, I'm not quite sure the words actually, but ooh, head, ooh, the words and the lyrics I'm not sure of, but the placement I am sure of. And it's head, chest, and then 2 breaks on the crying, oh, crying, oh. So that's a quick kind of almost yodel between a chest and a head twice.
Oh,
yeah. It's a little challenge for you guys. Try that at home.
all my tears that fell like rain, don't you see them falling?
Very conversational chest voice there. Man.
Somebody stop the falling. Whoa, hold it.
Notice how when he's like, he's using his body almost in an undulated round there to echo what his voice is doing. This is a sport. Singing is a sport, guys. It's not just stand there and sing and look cute, okay? Sweat. Like, be sore. Be physically completely fatigued afterwards. It aids in visual performance. It helps your voice as you sing. There's no losing there. Look at him. So we're kind of in this transitional phase right now. Bringing it down. And there goes Jimmy again. I just had this amazing thought. Best collab of all time with Led Zeppelin, Janis Joplin. Like, did that ever happen? Could that have ever happened? I would die. Like, maybe there's some way that we can do that now. Like, take their voices and make them do a duet now. I don't know. That'd be so amazing. I'm just getting such Janis vibes. Like, this is so blues, but it's rock too. And especially his voice, like the grit and the gravel, it can even lend itself to that metal, hard rock type of deal. But in this context, because the instrumentation behind him is so bluesy and his vocal mapping is so improvisational, it's really giving me Janis vibes right now. Hey, babe.
I got a few back door, yeah. Oh, I've been walking from Sarah.
His hair.
Oh, baby, do it every night. Yellow the black, my yellow black. Yellow the black, my yellow black.
Wow.
I know, that's right.
I feel like in this moment on stage, they're almost in this trance-like state because there's just such in the pocket playing right now. There's such this improvisational timing that's tight with Robert and Jimmy and the rest of the band member. They're just so in it right now, and it's almost like this beautiful cohesive magic that's happening. Oh! I think that's the 9th. I'm not sure. That's definitely a leading tone for sure, and which I love actually when singers don't go to the obvious, like the 1, the 3, the 5, or even the 4. Like they go to these kind of leading tones that need resolved. It creates, again, this tension. And as singers, guys, like side note, the whole point of audiences loving someone's performance is tension, and it's then the release of that tension. People want to be put in a place where they don't know what's about to happen. They didn't expect what you just did, and it makes them feel kind of uncomfortable because they don't know if that fits or if that's going to resolve, and then it does. And so there's this trust that's built between performer and audience member, between listener and singer. And I think that is a perfect sonic example of just that.
Don't let me lose my worried mind. I can't lose it.
I can't lose it. Almost spoken.
So hard.
Talking. And you that theme I think is repeated 4 times now. I think this is the 4th time. Da dum da da dum da dum da dum. And that part is the part that I was like, it's not quite a note really. Like it's in between notes a couple times when he's played it, but it grounds the song. When that happens, again, as a listener, you feel like, oh, I'm in a familiar place. I recognize this area. I've been here before. Wow. Whoa, whoa, change. There it is. Wow. They retard big time at the end there. Woo! And then end unresolved. So jazzy at the end. Okay, the only part of this entire thing that seemed metal to me was the very beginning. And I don't even know if that was actually a part of the song. Maybe because it's live, it was a part of the other thing, the other song they just did, and it kind of led into this. Or maybe that was like a bait and switch kind of intro intentionally. I don't know. What I do know is I'm surprised. I did not expect to be listening to basically a straight up blues with a little bit of jazzy song going on in Led Zeppelin. The improvisational skills of these guys are unmatched. And I hope you took away a lot of the breakdowns of the vocal elements and qualities that create such greatness in Robert Plant, like what he's doing to make him sound that way. And you can do that too. These are techniques that you can practice and elements that you can input into your voice, which will add greater texture and character when you sing. Now, this isn't my typical reaction genre, so if you liked what you heard and you want me to react to more artists and bands and songs like this, then let me know in the comments what you would like me to do next.